Your knowledge of contract language is imperative.
You must know what a violation looks like if you wish to be active in its cessation.
It is important to understand that being active and knowledgeable affects your overall bargaining strength.
Together, we can forge a more militant NALC.
Good morning, letter carriers, and welcome back to Parcels of Knowledge. This time, it's a special edition with your host, the Roseville Wrecking Ball. Today, we are taking a journalistic approach rather than an educational one. Today, we have an interview with Brother Walt Mcgregory. He is the NBA candidate for Region 6, and he's on the CLC ticket. I've chosen Walt first because he is the lesser known. Because the incumbent has been here for a while, we should already all know him. But if the incumbent wants to come on and answer the audience's questions as well, he is welcome. I think having a clear understanding of all candidates running is a bill of health in terms of having a clean election. I think you will enjoy this episode. Thanks again for submitting questions. You guys submitted some tough ones, and Walt answered every single one. The audio is a little bit off because it wasn't recorded in my studio, but either way, I hope you enjoy.
Hey, Josh, how you doing?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, brother.
You ready to do the interview?
I'm ready, brother.
All right, let's see. Try your best, if you don't mind, to talk as loud as possible, because the recording is probably going to be a little bit quiet, so I'm going to have to amplify the volume.
Okay, talk loud as possible. Got you.
Yep. So I'm not going to ask the questions in any rhyme or reason. I'm just going to go down the list.
Okay.
So let's start with the first one. What is Walt's platform? Why is he running for business agent other than the CLC? What will you do? And how does that differ from what's currently in practice? And what changes will you put in place? And how do you plan on making those changes? I know that's a long one, so if you need me to repeat any of that, let me know.
Okay. What is Walt's platform? Okay. Let's just start out with my mission statement. And my mission statement, first of all, I'm Walter Mcgregory. I go by Walt. I am the branch president of NALC branch 2184 Southeast Michigan. Been the president since 1/4/2021. Prior to that, I was the executive vice president. Prior to that, the vice president. And prior to that, I was also the sergeant at arms. So I've been a branch officer since 2006 and a NALC activist since 2000. But my platform, my mission statement is to bring the regional office back to working for the letter carriers of Region 6, brother. This will be accomplished by working with all the branch presidents within Region 6 and their local leadership teams to strengthen every branch and to help educate our members within Region 6. Also to provide both basic and advanced training to the branches, and always keeping the brothers and sisters of Region 6 informed with social media updates and transparent communication, while ensuring that every member who has earned an opportunity for advancement training gets that opportunity based only on their hard work, efforts, and proven skills, not by whom they know, brother. I will put together a team of NALC contract enforcers for our region to address the ongoing problem of bullying by management. There will be our dogs of war. As the next Region 6 national business agent, my brother, I intend to work with the MBAs from all other 14 regions to ensure the message from NALC headquarters is universal and not just the status quo of what has been happening here in Region 6. I will work closely with the national president and the executive vice president, hopefully James Henry as president, and hopefully executive vice president Corey Walton, to address the backlog of arbitrations and cases pending at Step B within our own region here, Brother Josh. I will activate all the backup Step B teams to get letter carriers timely resolutions to their grievances. And together, we will get Region 6 back to where it needs to be, with our members knowing that their regional office works for them and not the other way around. You ask, what's the agenda plan, Brother Walter? The agenda plan? Education. CAU. What is a CAU, Walt? That's a contract administration unit. I've established one of those within my own branch here since I became president, and it works very, very well. I plan on establishing a contract administration unit within the region. These will be brothers and sisters who are well-seasoned NALC activists that can work directly with branch presidents and local leaders within the branches to quickly assist them with education for stewards and Formal A designees. This will also assist with mitigating the backlog of Step B cases and arbitrations, as our stewards will be resolving more grievances at the informal A and Formal A level of the grievance procedure, my brother, which will make that backlog at Step B and arbitration go down. I'll have regular monthly WebEx meetings with branch presidents in the region to discuss issues, share what's working and what's not working. At least once each quarter, have a one-on-one conversation with the branch presidents to hear what their thoughts are and to receive suggestions as well as constructive criticism. We all need that, and feedback, which will help the region grow. Have an in-person meeting with the presidents within each district, at least, brother, once a quarter. All right? OWCP is an ongoing issue. We as letter carriers, we get hurt in the federal sector more than any other federal worker because our jobs are so dangerous. I will work with the NALC headquarters, my brother, to make sure that we have trained letter carriers that are qualified to assist branches within the region with OWCP related issues. That's on top of the RWCA that we currently have. Where local branches have qualified OWC representatives already, like my own, I got 3, I will work with their local presidents to utilize them at other branches to ensure that every letter carrier in the region is receiving proper assistance with OWCP. These OWCP reps, my brother, will be working as a national assigned assistant and or NAA for NALC when working on behalf of the regional office. You say, Walt, how do you plan on implementing that? All right. Part of my plan, delivering results. First 90 days, my brother, having a WebEx meeting with all the branch presidents to hear what the current hot button issues are and develop a course of action to get those issues corrected immediately. Meet with every USPS district manager and labor manager within the region to discuss the hot button issues that the presidents informed me about. Again, putting together a CAU team within the region to assist branches with mentoring and education of our contract enforcers. First 6 months, my brother, work with all 3 state chairs for ideas on increasing participation to our LICPIF fund. Make sure we have route inspection training for the branches and advanced route inspection training for carriers within the region that want to possibly travel around the region and teach route inspection classes in the future. I got a route inspection officer within my own branch. He's very good at what he does, and I'm quite sure we have other talent like that throughout the region. I'll get additional future arbitration advocates that have demonstrated the necessary skills trained and ready for NALC headquarters arbitration training. You say, what else, Brother Walt? First year of me taking over as MBA, get the region's rap session, and or we call it the Kim here, Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan. That training set up with qualified and capable letter carriers teaching the topics that the presidents want taught at the training. I work in conjunction with NALC headquarters to ensure that all the branches within the region fully understand their obligations regarding, my brother, the LM2, LM3 reports, and a Department of Labor DOL guidelines. Assisting all the local branches with continuing education of our stewards and contract enforcers so that our everyday rank and file members, my brother, are properly represented by confident and well-educated contract enforcers. A little bit more background on me, my brother. Walt Mcgregory is a 25-year seasoned letter carrier and NALC activist running for NALC Region 6 National Business Agent. He lives in Taylor, Michigan. Walter began his postal career in 2000 as a letter carrier in the Westland installation at the Wayne Post Office. Walter's background of living in a union household where his father, Ray Mcgregory, worked for Chrysler UAW, instilled in him the values of hard work, integrity, accountability, and leadership. Brother Josh, these qualities have shaped Walter's approach to union leadership as Walter has dedicated himself to assisting fellow carriers and advocating for all brothers and sisters of NALC. Walter became an alternate steward right after his 90 days and has been committed to enforcing the contract and defending fellow carriers ever since. These years as a union activist led Walter where he is today as president of NALC Branch 2184. Walter has served as a branch officer within 2184 since 2006, when he was elected Sergeant at Arms, then Vice President, Executive Vice President, and now President. During Walter's tenure as an alternate steward, and branch officer, he composed thousands of informal A and formal A settlements. Walter has served as a trustee on the Michigan State Association of Letter Carriers as well as the Vice President of the MISALC for 2 terms, from 2019 to 2023. All right. Vote for Walt Mcgregory, a true leader that will always tell you what you need to hear versus what you may want to hear. Walter is dedicated to making NALC Region 6 full of educated, like-minded letter carriers that are management's brother worst nightmare. All right.
All right. That's what I like to hear. Do you have anything else to say about that before I move on?
Pretty much. I think I hit him on the platform.
Yeah, I think that pretty much answers all the questions that were in place.
Okay, brother.
All right.
What you got next for me?
The next one's going to be, I don't know what exactly he's asking, but I do have a little bit of context that he gave. But okay. I said I'd ask every question. It says, how hard is your stance on Step B? I feel the incumbent, regardless of what he says, is afraid to send things to arbitration. And too many times Step B will settle with management versus fight against them. So I think he's asking, are you afraid to send too many things to arbitration?
Oh, no, brother. As a MBA, I work directly with the national vice president, who per our national constitution, as you all may know, supervises all 15 MBAs in the country. If the Step B teams are unable to resolve whatever issues at the Step B level, my brothers and sisters, per Article 15 of our national agreement, the Step B parties are to impasse these grievances to arbitration level. And trust me, my brother and sisters, I have no problem whatsoever appealing cases to arbitration. Again, currently right now, my brothers and sisters, we have a ton of cases pending at the arbitration level in our region. And we are addressing them accordingly. Do I think they can move faster if we have more qualified and trained advocates? Yes. So in summary of that question, I am not afraid to send cases to arbitration. I do believe we do need to have more Step B teams activated to address that backlog of grievances that is sitting at Step B within Region 6. But again, we do also need more advocates, trained, qualified advocates to address these cases that our members have been waiting on for far too long to be adjudicated.
Nice. All right, moving on. Will you continue the training that Region 6 offers as far as the SOS classes? And I'm going to put the next question in there because it's kind of the same topic. Would you implement more training, have a website, for example, improve upon Region 6's training and make it more accessible to branches that can't make it to the physical in-person trainings?
All right. Well, first of all, I would follow the instructions of the national president, whomever he or she may be, and give them my thoughts of SOS training within Region 6. All right. That's first and foremost. Training would continue in some fashion, even if the name of the training was different, my brothers and sisters. NELC, activists, contract enforcers, they learn and receive information differently. So skill-based training, again, would happen with me as an MBA. However, it may not be named SOS 1, 2, 3, etc. And the second part of the question was, well, would you implement more training or have a website? What was the rest of that question, my brother?
For example, improve upon Region 6 training and make it more accessible to branches that can't make it to the physical in-person trainings.
Great question. Great follow-up. The way training is now from the regional office, in my opinion, my brothers and sisters, the most qualified NELC activists don't get chosen for training. You are chosen now based on your relationship with the regional office and whether you fit in within their team or not. That has been my branch's experience with the regional office for years. I would love to see training be made more accessible to the rank and file members versus sent out to the local presidents to choose who within their branches receive the training. So yes, under me as an MBA, I would make it more accessible to the rank and file members, because you may be a rank and file member today, just doing your route every day, but in the future, you may want to step up in your local branch and become active and be a contract enforcer. So if you've been subjected already to some form of training, that'll give you more confidence to step up and become leaders within your branch. So most definitely, and with technology today, my brothers and sisters, WebEx, Zoom, etc., that makes it more accessible to the rank and file brothers and sisters that have other obligations that is prohibiting them from making it to their local union halls to receive that training right there physically at the union hall. With the technology we have, you can receive it from the comfort of your home.
Next question is, what inspired you to run?
Wow, that's a good one. My brothers and sisters, what inspired Walt to run? This goes back to the original question, I believe. Ever since I became a branch officer back in 2006, I thought to myself, I would love to learn and grow to possibly one day becoming a national business agent. I've always felt like that. I can recall in years past going to Kim seminars, rap sessions, and really being astonished with the training that I saw, dating all the way back to when Jimmy K was our MBA. That's before a lot of you all time. But back then, when I used to see him do it, at that time, I knew in my mind that one day, if I could and was blessed with the opportunity, I would one day run for national business agent, and that time has come now.
Do you plan on campaigning widely, and are you going to have a campaign website?
Great question. Do I plan on campaigning widely? I believe, brothers and sisters, I have been doing that already. I've been to Indiana, Kentucky, and different parts of the region over the past year. All of this is on my own time and my own dime. As of now, my personal Facebook is how you can get in touch with me. I plan on getting my own Region 6 campaign site on social media. And as soon as I do, you're going to be one of the first people that I contact and ask to put that out there again on your podcast. Yeah. Am I going to have a campaign website? We have some IT people that are working with us as I'm what you call old school, and I'm not that technologically savvy, but it will be coming soon. And once again, Brother Josh, I will be reaching out to you once I get all that set up.
Nice. All right. Does your campaign have any social media sites you'd like to plug? I guess they're asking, would you like to share anybody's websites that you're running with or something?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much for asking that question. As of right now, if you all please go to www.concernedlettercarriers.com, all together. That's CONCERNEDLETTERCARRIERS.com. You can get information on how to order CLC apparel, make donations to CLC via electronically check or money order. And if you want to mail your donation, please mail it to Concerned Letter Carriers, care of Ricardo Guzman, last name Guzman, P.O. Box 262-279, San Diego, California, 92196. Also, donations can be sent via Zelle to phone number 619-366-4842. Campaigns cost money, and asking brothers and sisters for donations, it's a hard thing to do, but if you can afford to donate money or time, please do. All of it is appreciated on behalf of all of us with CLC, and we really appreciate it.
Nice. All right. What kind of response have you been getting in the field when you've been out talking to people?
Oh, that's a great question. What kind of response have I been getting out in the field? Brothers and sisters, I personally have received positive feedback. Now, it's no secret we all have and will have our detractors no matter what we do or say. But overall, everything positive. Again, remember, campaigns, they do cost money, and it's hard asking people for it. But I want to just remind you all that your money is properly spent with CLC. We're very transparent. Any brothers and sisters that may have questions about anything financial, that you can reach out to us and we'll give you the answer. But overall, nothing but positive feedback. I was just recently this past weekend in Kentucky with the Kentucky delegates. I had dinner with them and was at their hospitality room, also with Brother Corey Walton, and we were well received, and nothing but positive feedback. And we appreciate the brothers and sisters that invited us and broke bread with us and got a chance to know us better.
All right. Moving along, do you believe that you could run the office effectively if James Henry is not elected president and you are elected NBA?
Wow, that is a great question. All right. Do I believe that I can run the office effectively if Brother James was not elected as the national president and I did get elected as the NBA? Brothers and sisters, leaders lead. While I would love for Brother James Henry to win and be our next national president, I believe that no matter who is the national president, whoever sits in that seat, he or she, I truly believe with me being allowed to perform my duties as NBA freely and not handcuffed, yes, I would be able to run that regional office effectively, although the regional office is way different than a 1,400 member branch, but with the same success that I've had as branch president, I believe I'll have that same success as the next national business agent or future national business agent.
What's your personal relationship like with James Henry, and will you ask him to be on Parcel of Knowledge next?
I'll answer that second part first. I most definitely, brother Josh, will ask him to be on Parcels of Knowledge next. Yes, I will ask him that, no problem. Brother James Henry, he is my brother, just like you and all the rest of the brothers and sisters of NALC. Brother James is full of knowledge as a NALC activist and an all-around good, honest, he's a God-fearing man that I have so much respect for, my brothers and sisters. He's a very busy man, but he's not too busy to listen to a brother or sister with an issue and needing advice on that said issue. Brother James will give you the shirt off his back if you said that you actually needed it, or if he saw that you actually needed it. He'd give it to you. That's who Brother James is. He is a very easy to talk to person, and he does not talk over your head and make you feel small. Even if you disagree with him, he's still going to remain respectful and treat you with dignity and respect. The relationship I have with Brother James Henry, I think, is a special one. I really, really admire the brother, and I hope that all the brothers and sisters of NALC get an opportunity to meet or at least speak with Brother James and see exactly what I'm talking about.
All right. Now, how did you come to get involved with the CLC? And if there was no CLC, would you still be running?
Okay, that's great questions there. My goodness, I love it. All right, how did I become involved with the CLC? Brother James, he was asked years ago by Brian Renfro. I wrote a letter to headquarters requesting a national officer to come to one of our retirement gigs that we had for our retirees. And Brother James was selected to come. That's how I initially met Brother James as he was being vice president and still is vice president. And later, after that event, I think maybe a year and a half later, the CLC was formed. Brother James called me up and he asked me, would I be interested in being a part of CLC, and what were my thoughts with running for Region 6 NBA. That was perfect timing because I was planning on running anyway. I researched the CLC prior to saying yes and found a bunch of like-minded brothers and sisters that were not afraid to go against the status quo that we're seeing in our union right now. From that point on, my brothers and sisters, I was all in. Would I be still running if there was no CLC? As I stated in the previous question, the answer, yes, I still would be running. Again, years ago when I first became a branch officer of 2184, I always knew that one day that I wanted to run and possibly become Region 6 NBA. And I've always believed that. I've always felt that. So, again, I believe that things happen for a reason. CLC came about and the timing, it all aligned. And so that was just, it's a great group of men and women, like-minded like myself, And I'm so happy and proud to be a part of this team.
Now, if recently Lou Drash started a podcast. Now, before I continue, Corey, don't take this. This is somebody else's question.
I got you.
It looks like they're throwing shots at Corey here. Recently, Lou Drash started a podcast, and he responded to a lot of very harsh things Corey Walton said about him. What's your take on the situation? Do you think Corey is too abrasive, and does he have the right temperament to be our next EVP?
Those are good questions. Now, I have had the opportunity to listen to a couple of Lou Drash's podcasts, and brothers and sisters, both brothers Lou and brother Corey, they are both NALC activists and leaders. Corey, you all know, is my CLC slate brother, and I know for sure he can hold his own in dealing with any brother or sister within NALC. Brother Corey, as a matter of fact, our brothers and sister, is on the record of saying he has nothing but love for brother Lou, even though they may disagree on many things. I've heard that on his podcast, Corey, that is. I don't know brother Lou personally to speak on him. I've attended training where he was, brother Lou, that is, the facilitator. As a matter of fact, back at years ago, arbitration training at the headquarters level, brother Lou was there and was one of the key facilitators. Some of my members within my own branch have attended training by brother Lou in the past as well. I have nothing bad to say about brother Lou or his podcast. That's not my style. If a brother or sister doesn't want to hear brother Lou's podcast, my opinion is just don't listen to it. Same goes for brother Corey. If you don't like it, just don't listen to it. Now, the second part of that question was, do you think brother Corey is, I think you used the words too abrasive, or the question was too abrasive? I personally don't think so. Brother Corey, in my opinion, he calls it like he sees it, and I love it. In person, if you met brother Corey, he is one of the nicest brothers you will ever meet in NALC. Now, he's a big man in stature, so he may come off as intimidating when you hear some of his podcast language. I believe that is just his way of showing the passion he has for all of the letter carriers across the country who love and hate him. Corey actually is a team player that I love having on my team working for letter carriers, and I believe he will be a phenomenal, that's the only adjective I can think of, a phenomenal EVP.
All right, how long have you known Charlie Miller? And is he the driving force behind the CLC, or how would you describe him?
Okay, those are great questions. Brother Charlie Miller, like the Wizard of Oz, if you all have seen that movie, Brothers and Sisters, maybe so old that some of the brothers and sisters may not even know what I'm talking about. But Brother Charlie, that's what he reminds me of. He's the wizard behind the curtain in NALC. I've known Brother Charlie now for a few years. He is a wonderful person to know, a union brother to the core. He has a wealth of knowledge and NALC history. Brother Charlie has done arbitrations for my branch back in the day during NRP. And if you get a chance to speak with Brother Charlie, get you some popcorn, because you're going to gain some knowledge, and he can talk on anybody's level. What I mean by that, brothers and sisters, if you're a first day CCA, Brother Charlie has NALC conversation for you. If you're a 30-year veteran, Brother Charlie has NALC conversation for you. If you're a 50-year NALC veteran, Brother Charlie has conversation for you. That's who he is. And is he the driving force behind CLC? Brother Charlie is one of the original founding members of CLC, I would describe Brother Charlie as a great source, again, of NALC history and an uncle that we all have and can call up anytime, my brothers and sisters, and he will listen to whatever we had going on in our minds, business-wise or personal, and give you some sound advice and encouragement to get you up, dust yourself off, and go be great. Brother Charlie, he is the former president of NALC Branch 1100, which, my brothers and sisters, is the largest branch in the country in Region 1. Brother Charlie still, to this day, after all these years, does arbitrations for NALC and has a very, very nice arbitration record.
Nice. All right. So what is the number one thing you want to focus on if you become MBA, and why?
Ooh, that's a great one. All right. The number one thing I want to focus on, that's going to be, my brothers and sisters, ensuring that the smaller branches within our region know that they are just as important as the NALC bigger branches, and that the smaller branches receive education and attention from the regional office just as the larger branches do.
I'm
sorry, go ahead.
Let me inject amendment there. I want to ask a question myself.
Okay.
You mentioned the smaller branches. What about making sure Kentucky and Indiana feel like they're part of it too? Because I feel like maybe they feel like they're left out sometimes because our office is located here in Michigan.
Brother and sisters, I can tell you one thing about Brother Josh. You've been doing your homework. Without me having to even say that, that lets me know you've done your research, and that is the sentiment from Kentucky brothers and some in Indiana as well. It is so important, and that's why I had no problem driving 7 hours one way to speak and hear our brothers and sisters this past weekend in Kentucky about their concerns about questions like this here. All right. And 7 hours driving back. It was that important for me to look those brothers and sisters in their eye and hear their concerns and their thoughts about this topic. They won't, and I'm no politician, but my word is all that I got. And as I told the brothers and sisters there, the smaller branches, even the bigger ones in Kentucky, but that may not get the assistance that they are entitled to receiving because the regional office is up here in Michigan, they will have the proper representation, the proper education from the regional office, even if I have to be down there myself temporarily living. They will. Every single brother and sister within Region 6 is going to know that the regional office works for them and they don't work for us. Every single brother and sister.
All right. What exactly can you do better than the incumbent has?
Okay, what exactly can I do better? Okay, my brothers and sisters, I believe I can be a better communicator to the brothers and sisters within our region than our current incumbent or our current MBA. No matter what the issue is, no matter how hard the issue might be in front of us, I'm never going to leave them, abandon them, not hear them. I'm going to stay always and fight for our brothers and sisters of Region 6, and even more, our brothers and sisters throughout the country. I believe I can have our local presidents within our region working together with each other, networking better than what is going on now. This will benefit the rank and file members on the workroom floor. There is a stigma right now, brothers and sisters, within Region 6 that it isn't what you know, but who you know and who likes you that gets you promoted or additional opportunity now. I want to give Region 6 to be where it's the most qualified NALC activists that get the opportunity, no matter if they like me as an MBA or not, or no matter if they voted for me as the MBA or not. It's all about the membership, period, point blank. Again, you're going to always have detractors. You're going to have folk that like you, dislike you. At the end of the day, we're still all brothers and sisters, and we, as leaders, we work for you, period.
All right, that's good to hear. All right, so there's only 3 more questions left. And the next one is, currently there seems to be an atmosphere of nepotism in the Region 6 office with RAAs and their girlfriends and beyond that. Do you think you will curb this atmosphere of nepotism, or will you be in the same boat?
Wow, that one's deep. Well, looks like some brother or sister or combination of both, they've been paying attention. As I stated in the previous question and answer, the best qualified NALC activists will be receiving advanced NALC training and opportunity whether they like me or not. I don't believe in favoritism. My own wife, Jacqueline McGregory, she goes by Jackie, in my branch, she is now the executive vice president of our branch. You say, what? That's all kind of nepotism. Well, actually, it is not. She was voted into her position by the membership. All right. We met here in the union. She actually has been a union official longer than me, 27 years to my 25 years. I was just hungrier than she was and thus moved up a little bit faster. So, in summary, no, there won't be any nepotism. No, it is going to be the most qualified person for any position. I don't believe in that favoritism, kiss the ring. If somebody's sleeping with somebody, no, none of that. That foolishness has no place, in my opinion, in any business. And so, to that question, it will not be the status quo or what's perceived right now as the status quo in the Region 6 office.
All right. How do you feel about defending against attendance-based discipline? Because I watched the Region 6 NBA stand in front of a room of 600 plus carriers at Kim Training and laugh about how easy it is for them to lose their job due to absenteeism.
Whoa. Okay, that's a deep one. Okay. All right, my brothers and sisters, attendance-based discipline. While attendance-based discipline, it is the hardest at the arbitration level to win, not only at arbitration, hell, the prior 3 steps, step B, formal A, and informal A. But management historically does a poor job, brothers and sisters, of meeting the just cause principle in Article 16. I don't care if a carrier has the worst attendance record. That brother or sister is still entitled to the best representation of that discipline at all 4 levels of the grievance procedure under Article 15 in the National Grievance. That is informal A. They entitled to the best qualified steward putting that case on for them with the supervisor or a designee by management. Same thing at formal A. Whether they're meeting with that installation head, postmaster, manager, they're entitled to the best qualified formal A rep. Step B, union representative. That person can have, that brother or sister can be a 3-time removal in the past attendance person. And we're on the 4th one. He or she still is entitled to the best representative at step B, who may have done those 3 previous cases, who knows that this brother or sister is notorious for not coming to work, and they modify the 3 previous removals to something lesser and they still retain a job. But that Step B rep, he or she is going to know that they're still to be objective, and the case before them is what they're going to rule on. And if they don't, my position is they can go back to their route if they start doing what they're not supposed to do as a Step B union rep. And at arbitration, again, that person, no matter how bad, they may be an attendance abuser. They may be horrible and irregular in attendance always, but that person is entitled to an advocate who's highly trained and qualified to put that case on, whether they're guilty or not, and seek a remedy that's favorable for that grievance.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, the last question. Now, I got one more question that's just been on my mind ever since the first one. But I'm going to ask the last question that was sent by the audience. And that is, ask if Walt regrets voting to keep Renfro in office. I'm not sure if you did or not. But
right. It sounds like the audience or whomever asked it, they guessed right. I'm a man of my word. I would not lie for no reason. The answer is, if I regret voting to keep Renfro in office, I don't know if they're talking about the 2024 Boston Convention. If they're talking about that, I did not vote to keep Renfro in office. But if they're talking about, did I vote for Renfro in 2022? The answer is yes, I did vote for Renfro in 2022. But, again, let me be clear. If this question is about 2024, the Boston Convention, I'm quite sure it was televised, taped. But no, I was one of the ones that voted to not keep him in office. So just let me be clear on that. But the answer is no if they're talking about in 2022 during the previous convention in Chicago when he actually became president. I believe at that time he was the best candidate for NALC based on the information that I knew of. Since that time, by Renfro's own actions as president, he has shown me that he wasn't ready for that position just yet. Now, I pray for Brother Renfro as he is still a NALC union brother. He is just in a position that I now don't believe he is qualified to do, and that is what elections are for, my brothers and sisters. So I don't regret my vote for him in 2022 because based on the information that I had at that time to make that qualified decision or vote, what I knew at that time, he was the best candidate. All right. So no, I don't regret that vote. But since then, by his own actions, nothing someone told me, but what I got to see for my own self as a union brother. No, he was not ready for the position. I believe he needed more time, working under a veteran president. And it is what it is. This is what we got right now. But that, my brothers and sisters, are what elections are for. And in 2026, we have the opportunity to correct an error.
All right. Now, time for the last question. It's just been on my mind ever since item 1. When you said you were going to have a monthly meeting with the branch presidents, I haven't been around for a long time, but I have spoke to plenty of branch presidents who have, and they speak fondly about the branch president meetings that Pat Carroll used to have. I do believe it was monthly. Are these meetings going to resemble what used to be under Pat Carroll?
Oh, I think you're talking about the physical in-person meetings.
Yes.
That you go on at the regional office, and then in other parts of the region, they have it at some place that the NBA picks. Yes, there'll be monthly meetings like that, but we'll include possibly WebEx meetings or virtual meetings if, in fact, the president's got too many things going on and can't physically make it out on a monthly basis to the regional office. In some instances, there's so much information to disseminate to the local presidents that it causes for in-person meetings. But more so times than not, if there's not a lot of paperwork to disseminate, then the WebEx meetings or Zoom will be suffice. And, we always want to try to save postage. And we can do email attachments, or things like that. But there's usually so much information that it has been disseminated down from the national, office to the regional office to make sure that the, local presidents, get within the region. It will call for, more in-person meetings than not.
Okay. All right. I appreciate that. Thanks for being on the podcast to answer the questions that everyone submitted. And before I make a motion to adjourn, I just have one final thing. Do you have anything you'd like to add?
Yes, sir. I appreciate and thank you all so much for having me on the podcast. I just want to say in closing, again, thank you for the opportunity to come on the podcast and share these questions and answers with the brothers and sisters around the country. And your podcast is picking up steam from what I understand around the country. Although I'm running for Region 6 NBA now, I still want to the brothers and sisters around the country to know me, so that in the future, I may have the opportunity to assist them. It could be via arbitrations, or a phone call. Because again, the status quo right now, brothers and sisters, regions keep things just within regions. Yes, this is Region 6, Kentucky, Indiana, Michigan. But I've found, especially within the last year and a half, networking, going to these committee of presidents meetings, I'm gathering so much information to bring back to my members here within 2184. And it's a beautiful thing. So I don't want the status quo of just Region 6 only, and nobody outside of Region 6. WebEx and Zooms, I'm looking to open up to other regions. All right. And so, I thank you all again for taking the time out to listen at me, answer some questions, and I look forward to speaking with you all again. And Brother Josh, you keep up the good work, and thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to do this podcast with me, my brother.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I've been up since 4 a.m. working on stuff at the post office. I just got out of a union meeting right before I called you.
Goodness. Look at you. One last thing to all the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day to all of you this upcoming Sunday. Please enjoy your day. And thanks for all you do. Mine is going to start out at 6 a.m. I got LMOU negotiations here at the hall, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. But after that, I'll enjoy the Father's Day. But you all enjoy your Father's Day. And once again, Brother Josh, thanks for having me.
Thank you. You have a good day. I should be able to post this tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
What an interview, everyone. We'd love to hear your thoughts on how Brother Walt did. Drop your comments on wherever this is shared or maybe on the podcast. Let me know how he did. I truly commend him for his openness and for tackling every question thrown his way. Thank you so much for joining us today. I hope you found our discussion valuable. Before we sign off, a huge shout out to Yvette and our amazing listeners at the New Baltimore station. You're an outstanding group. Just to say thank you for everything, man. We'll be back next week with more educational content. Until then, as always, stay strong, letter carriers.